Hi, it's Marissa again. For this Intooba lesson, I thought I would show you how the Intooba manipulative can be used with topics that are covered throughout the year, such as fractions or decimals. So this activity is a really great fraction activity when the kids are just learning about what fractions look like, what they feel like. This is a fantastic application activity. So before we get into this, the activity begins with two questions. And the first question is saying, if this orange rod equals 24, what would the other rods equal? And so the interesting thing about the Intooba pieces is that all the rods were built with dimension in mind. So they're all related to each other in a specific way, which will lead up to this second activity. But as kind of a warm-up, the kids will see that, wait a second, if I have one orange rod that's worth 24, well, a purple rod, is about half of an orange rod. So a purple rod would be 12. And so that's the first step. The second step is a little trickier because it involves some fractions, and it asks, if the yellow rod is worth 6, what would the other pieces be equal to? And so for that, the answers you get are a little bit of, you'll have some fractions, you'll have some decimals, but it's really only using basic multiplication and division. And so that leads us to our second activity, which asks the kids to kind of formalize what they noticed in the first activity in terms of the relationship between the size of each rod. So the first question asks, well, the purple rod is blank of the orange rod. And we already saw that the purple rod is half of the orange rod. So we can go ahead and fill that in. The second question looks at the red rod and the orange rod. And it says the red rod is blank of the orange rod. Well, the red rod, I need to add not just one, but 2 more, which means the red rod is 1 out of 3 red rods that need to be used to create the length of the orange rod. So the red rod is 1/3 of the orange rod. Let's do one more. The green rod and the purple rod. So the green rod and the purple rod, well, the green rod is also a half, but this time it's a half of the purple rod. So at this point, it's just interesting to see that a half can look like this, comparing the purple to the orange rod, but the half could also look like this, comparing the green rod to the purple rod. Now let's just skip down to the last question, question number 7. So question number 7 asks us to compare the purple rod with the red rod, but it asks the purple rod is blank of the red rod. And at this point, when I did this activity with my 4th grade this year, some of the kids said, oh, there's a mistake, it's not right, because the purple rod is larger than the red rod. I said, there's no mistake. What does that mean about the fraction? And so we had just touched on mixed numbers in class, and so a few of the students said, oh wait, it's going to be over 1. So we're looking at a mixed number. The purple rod is 1 and something of the red rod. So let's take another red rod and place it like this. So it looks like if I were to kind of just draw a line to the point of the red rod that we need, it looks like we need 1 whole red rod and a half of another. And that's exactly what the fraction is, that the purple rod is 1 and 1/2 of the red rod. So this is just a fantastic activity to apply the concepts that the students are learning in class in a novel situation. So once again, thank you very much for watching.